But he wouldn't stop. Oh, Floyd was boxing him up. Yeah. So Floyd is just piecing him up. So Floyd, you know, I mean, even at 46, he's the greatest of all time. He caught Floyd a couple times with some little shots, but mostly he's just getting boxed up, right?
Slow him down. That's slow.
Slow him down. That's slow. Joe Rogan was visibly stunned after watching the sparring footage where Terence Crawford appeared to struggle against Floyd Mayweather Jr. shortly before his bout with Canelo Alvarez. I know sparring isn't everything, but that was insane from a 48-year-old against the best fighter in the world right now. The clip showed Floyd slipping Crawford's punches effortlessly and responding with sharp counter combinations. Rogan, who had previously sided with Crawford in the GOAT debate, seemed genuinely shaken.
So who do you like in Canelo versus Crawford?
Well, I'm a giant Crawford fan because I think he's the best switch hitter since Marvin Hagler.
I'm a giant Crawford fan because I called his coming out fight against Bradis Prescott
He's
and
special.
then various other stepping stones throughout his career.
I also think he's one of those guys that if you tell him he can't do something, he wants to show you and shock you.
Following the fight, Rogan had ranked Crawford among the all-time greats, placing him above Mayweather and several legends. But after seeing Crawford unable to dominate a retired Mayweather in sparring, Rogan quickly reconsidered. I'm honestly blown away. It's clear Floyd is still the greatest ever. No era can handle him. I've got to admit, he's just built differently.
Boxed up by literally the greatest boxer of all time. But he was holding on quite a bit and wouldn't let go and was trying to like hold and clinch and hit, which is something like right here, which is something you can do in MMA. So he's protecting himself from Floyd, but he's not letting go.
However, the footage appeared heavily edited. It's entirely possible the session unfolded differently beyond those brief seconds. A similar controversy erupted when Mayweather released sparring clips last year featuring Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney. The short excerpt initially suggested Davis was dominating, but the full footage later painted a more balanced picture. That situation only intensified scrutiny around Mayweather's selective editing.
Look, baby, there you go. You only threw one. Good jab. Don't break. He's a beast. He's a beast. He's a beast, baby. He's a beast.
Reaction extended far beyond Rogan. Fans worldwide weighed in. Mayweather supporters dismissed comparisons to Crawford, while Crawford fans demanded the uncut footage. Why trim the video? I bet Bud handled him in the unseen rounds, one fan argued. Another countered, Floyd is the GOAT. His reflexes are still razor sharp. In a real fight, the outcome wouldn't change.
Before the fight, the Crawford-Canelo fight, and you had a Cavs hat on. This time you've got a GOAT hat on. Is that how you're feeling? I know it says Muhammad Ali, but is that how you're feeling about Bud's performance, about his whole career?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that way, man. GOAT. Greatest of all time, man. You gotta give it to him. You got to give it to him. You got to give it to his coaches, not just me, Saul, Red, Bernie, Chet, nutritionists. You know, everybody played a part.
Canelo said he's way better than Mayweather. What do you think to that?
Who, Terence?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
When I looked at it, he came out in the southpaw stance and he took Canelo's jab away from him. As you know, if you take a fighter's jab away from them, then it's hard for them to really land. You force them to use one shot. And he forced him to use his backhand, his rear hand. Crawford was ready for the loop in the right hands.
One commenter stated, Floyd operates on a different level than this generation, or any generation. His defense alone separates him. Crawford wouldn't land clean. Another added, Crawford is talented, no doubt, but he followed a blueprint. When he stayed in the pocket, that's when we saw his true skill. Ultimately, many agreed the debate continues. From Ali to Pacquiao to Usyk to Crawford, everyone is measured against Floyd, and that's why he remains the benchmark.
If I take Floyd Mayweather in his absolute prime, and I take Manny Pacquiao in his absolute prime,
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd still beats him.
Floyd beat everybody.
You don't believe there's a guy at 140, 147 in the history of boxing that could have beat Floyd in his prime?
It'd be tough. Floyd, man, that boy, man, that's the GOAT, man. That boy bad.
What makes it, I mean, what, because, and I told people, I said, look at Floyd. I said, Floyd, it's not that he trains, I mean, it's his life. And from the very beginning, he's like, I want to be the best.
When I fought Canelo, I was 36, and Canelo was 23, around the same age. Some of these guys won world titles and was undisputed champion. I think, the Tank age, the young low champions. Canelo was 23 with 43 fights and 30 knockouts.
Questioned about matching Mayweather's legacy, Crawford avoided direct comparison. Floyd was the greatest of his era, and I'm the greatest of mine. There's no need to compare, he said at the post-fight press conference. The discussion reignited minutes later when Alvarez, who had suffered his first professional defeat to Mayweather in 2013 at age 23, was asked to choose the better fighter.
Canelo a little worse than that because that style of fight, I don't think he beats someone like Terence Crawford. But if I'm Terence Crawford, of course I'll fight him again. But this time, I'm the A side. I think Terence Crawford is going to be more confident next time, knowing that I can punch with this guy. I can take his shot. I'm faster.
He fought Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah.
He didn't do what the last two did.
Crawford deserves full credit. I couldn't figure him out, Alvarez admitted. I think Crawford might be better than Floyd. But Oscar de la Hoya's Trongli dit Sagrid. Floyd toyed with Canelo. He barely got touched. Crawford is excellent, but technically Mayweather was superior.
And who would, because Canelo after the fight said that Crawford is way better than Floyd. You know Crawford, you know Canelo, you know Floyd. What do you think? Who would win in the fight?
My man. I have to disagree because Floyd Mayweather toyed with Canelo. Like, he literally toyed with him. He didn't get hit at all. Not one time. And
the debate remains complex. Crawford won his first world title in 2014, while Mayweather claimed the final championship of his career in 2015 before retiring. Though their eras overlapped slightly, Alvarez, who held dominance for years, boasts a resume filled with elite wins that shaped his era.
I like Crawford's style of fighting, the way he's gonna come after him. Mayweather, okay, let's do this. Money Mayweather, I think Crawford beats.
Okay. Pretty boy,
I don't know. I think Pretty Boy, it might be Pretty Boy. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, because he's boy.
Crawford's dominant victory over Errol Spence Jr. solidified his standing among this century's best, while he matched Mayweather as a 5-division champion. Comparing the overall name value of their opponents still leans heavily toward Floyd. Crawford owned strong wins over Yuri Ortiz Gamboa, Victor Postal, Jeff Horn, and others, with elite victories against Sean Porter, Spence, and Alvarez.
The fighter, and that challenge for him pushed him even harder to train harder and to be better. That challenge, went up against Canelo, moving up 2 divisions, hearing that people are saying, "Oh, he didn't look too good against Madrimov, so how could he look good at 68?" Well, that motivated more, man. He trained hard. He did what.
Crawford also defeated notable names like Amir Khan and Kell Brook, though both were past their prime. Meanwhile, Mayweather's resume includes victories over Hall of Fame-level opponents such as Arturo Gatti, Oscar de la Hoya, Ricky Hatton, Juan Manuel Marquez, Shane Mosley, Miguel Cotto, Manny Pacquiao, and Alvarez, alongside impressive wins over Genaro Hernandez, Diego Corrales, Jose Luis Castillo, Zab Judah, Robert Guerrero, and Marcos Maidana.
Work on what you need to work on. Put your head down and grind. You get results like this.
I noticed that when I was watching the fight that Terence Crawford specifically, whichever side that Canelo threw at him, Terence would respond with a shot from that side as well. Did you see that in the tape that you watched of Canelo as a weakness where he was...
Still, resumes don't reveal everything. Crawford wasn't the same PPV attraction Mayweather became, making it harder to secure mega fights. Critics also question the timing of some of Mayweather's biggest bouts, arguing that as both P4P and PPV king, he had the leverage to dictate favorable conditions.
Using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that, but in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his ways.
The Mayweather-Pacquiao super fight, the richest in boxing history, happened years later than fans hoped. Mayweather also negotiated a catch weight against Alvarez, fought Mosley late in his career, and missed weight against Marquez. Points critics still debate.
Where does Canelo go from here, Henry?
He needs to rematch. If I'm Canelo, I want to rematch Terence Crawford. He got schooled, bro. He got outboxed by Terence Crawford. And I know that he's itching to get that one back. The first time he fought Triple G, he came back the second time, and he legit beat Triple G.
Once in a lifetime fight. It doesn't need to be a rematch. I think Bud would do worse the next fight.
Some argue that a prime Crawford with elite speed, power, and ring IQ would have been exactly the kind of challenge Mayweather's welterweight version might have avoided. Regardless, Crawford's adaptability and old-school mentality suggest he could excel in any era. A potential move to 160 pounds could further cement his legacy.
Comparisons between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. We've even had the conversation go as far as who would win in the fight between Terence and Floyd. And I truly don't know the answer to that question.
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah. Who will win that fight?
Floyd.
Floyd will win that
yes,
fight.
Yes, sir. I
Floyd
love you, Terence.
Always figures it out.
Despite constant comparisons, Crawford has consistently shown respect for Mayweather's accomplishments. He's the king, Crawford acknowledged, refusing to diminish the former champion's legacy. Crawford added, "We share similarities, but I take more risks." Early in his career, Floyd did too. It depends which version you're talking about. Money Mayweather or Pretty Boy. Pretty Boy was aggressive and destructive. Later, hand injuries changed his approach as he moved up in weight and faced bigger fighters.
You know, right now, but earlier in his career, he was taking a lot of chances as well. So, you know, it just depends on which Floyd Mayweather you talk about. Do you talk about money or do you talk about Pretty Boy? Because Pretty Boy was the seek and destroy.
Stay connected with us for the latest boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Don't forget to check out our other videos as well. Until next time, take care and stay safe.